The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Here we go. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Got his man quickly. Gets it in! Touchdown, UNC! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds a spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Culliver.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough for that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Gauze. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Lopez to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He spins that thing down the middle. Snags it down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the run, it's French. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Culliver. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Oh, better look out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. But nice job.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the quick pass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Jones. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To throw, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle, it's Rogers. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. From midfield, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Back to throw, it's Bailey. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Gonna run it. It's French. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
It's a draw. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Rodgers. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The handoff keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Catch in the middle, it's French. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here's the pressure. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Let's talk for a second about NC State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. It's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it.
Turning it on! And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Just steamrolling the defense. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Culliver. Caught near the sticks, it's Lopez. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. With the catch, it's Wilson. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Under fire! And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Lopez to pass. That's caught. It's Culliver. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Grab near the sticks. It's Culliver. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle. It's Goss. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think